My name is Marc Johnson. I am currently attending the University of Washington in Tacoma, and the degree I am pursuing is law. I started higher ed at the Evergreen State College. I started that in 2022. Started off thinking I wanted to go down business. And then that first year, I learned business just wasn't really my interest. I like talk about it. And I was more interested in like the rule making behind it. So from that first year and the second year at Evergreen, I slowly learned that I wanted to be more involved with the process making and the decision making, as well as interpretation of those rules that affect the common everyday person. And then going into my second year, I got more involved with different student organizations, different lobby efforts at the Capitol, and doing all that just taught me that that work is what I want to do. I want to be involved with the legislators. To become will be amazing, but to at least be some part of that legal process. That's what I want to be. And I'm committed that I'm here to going forth into law and seeing what areas I can get into that would benefit not just myself, but others. The challenges is if I could balance it, because as I'm going through college, I also got to keep myself financially afloat. I got to make sure my ends and needs are met. I'm big with supporting my family, so I want to make sure that their needs and wants are good. So those are some of the biggest things. And then the next one would just be if I'm able to finish it. College is a commitment, so I was unsure for a little bit if that's something I can commit to for 4+ years. The 2 years I've done so far of college, I received the Pell Grant, the Washington State College Grant. There's another supplementary grant that I received through the state, and as well as a couple of scholarships that are state funded. If I haven't received financial aid to any capacity, I honestly wouldn't even touch college. Before I got into it, I ran a small landscaping business in the state of Louisiana, and honestly, if I could not do financial aid, I probably would stay down south and I would just stay running landscaping. And it's decent income, but it's nowhere near enough for me to pay off my own college without it. I chose this path because I feel like, especially nowadays, the need to understand the law system and navigate it is just, it's important. And I feel like I understand it. And if I can get the degree that will allow me to help others do so, then yeah, I go all for it. When I received my degree, one of the big things I want to hop into is pro bono work. I feel like especially right now and what we see on the news and everything, that kind of gives a lens at the need for the legal representation, need for having someone that knows the system at your side. And the best way to do that is pro bono. So yeah, I will just hop into that, free work. If you need the assistance, I don't want to charge you. I just want to make sure I get you where you need to be and help you get across the finish line so you and your family can have that justice. It can be intimidating trying to get into college. It is a commitment because I know the pressures of it seems tough. And when I was younger, I was very, initially I wasn't really trying to do that because I was worried about, okay, if I take on a student loan and a degree don't get me a job, I just waste my time. And I would say that if you apply yourself to it, the connections you build, the education you gain, that networking that you've established, it'll all pay off at the end. So it may seem scary at first, but just go all in and you'll be surprised at the things you find. I would want lawmakers to know that whether it's a 2-year or 4-year, you're creating a workforce, you're creating people that's going to provide benefit. They're going to bring good things to the state, county, jurisdiction, wherever you want, however you want to look at it. And to even look at the possibility of taking away that financial aid, you're not only doing those people injustice, you're doing yourself injustice. You're not going to be able to keep your area at the standard that it can be if you don't have the workers and the skill sets to come in and do so. And you can only get a lot of those through college. So yeah, that's what I want lawmakers to keep in mind.